In August 2005, Atlanta City Council passed a ban on panhandling. The law prohibits panhandling in a specific downtown area and citywide after dark. What the city is calling an attempt to make downtown more tourist-friendly. Civil rights advocates are calling it the criminalization of the poor and homeless.
You know, the way that you determine the extent to which legislation is meaningful is to look at its origin. The ends have to justify the means. In this instance, the Chamber of Commerce, responding to the perception that homeless should not be downtown begging. First of all, somebody asking for a charity is a constitutionally protected form of free speech. They knew that. They scoured the country to find models that would allow them to put in place what is essentially a piece of legislation that basically takes the right of individuals to have a spoken word, if you will, or the First Amendment right. And so because they were the ones who originated, the legislation calls for any person who is within a tourist triangle, and they define the geographical boundaries of this quote-unquote tourist triangle. The tourist triangle is essentially the downtown business district. You know, they weren't concerned about homeless begging in your neighborhood. They're concerned about homeless begging in front of the Marriott Marquis and the Hilton and the Hyatt because it gives quote-unquote a false perception of Atlanta. But what it really does is say that Atlanta is a city of dichotomy. It is a city of the affluent and rich, and also a city of the poor, of the poorest.
You don't have enough desire on the part of our governor, our president, and others to eradicate the problem of homelessness. I used to hear about people sleeping on the streets in places like Calcutta, India, and it would give me nightmares to just think of having no place to go home to. And now that problem has come to rest in the major cities and some of the rural areas of America.
The irony of it is we have homeless people being picked up. They're homeless to begin with, and then they've been told you need to pay a fine, which is just ridiculous. So we know that the legislation was not intended to really help the homeless. It's really a piece of legislation to marginalize those who find themselves in an economic condition. And homelessness is not a permanent state of being. It's a temporary situation that many people find themselves in.
People that find themselves in this condition of homelessness need more than your spare change. They need your help.
God said, how can we say we love God when we know sin and we do each other wrong that we see each and every day? That we should love thy neighbor and love thyself. Try to help the next person. If you got some food, help that person get something to eat. If you got it. Try to change their life. Tell them about the God, what God did for you.
What I would like to see happen is a couple hours of student time donated per week to come down here and help these fellows fill out medical papers that they need to have, Social Security papers that they need to have, DFAX papers that they need to have, make applications for their birth certificates, make applications for their different documents that they've lost in the process of becoming homeless.
We can stand together on the right track. Like I said, help us try to get us a job. Set goal for ourselves. Help us, each of us get jobs. Who trying to make a step in life, help us try to get jobs. Just on the student down here, to help some of these guys who can't read and write, who doing drugs, telling them that drug ain't gonna do nothing to bring them in to, well, death, all that, or in for jail the rest of their life. They try to get their life together, man. Try to get into a program or something. Spend their life to leave the drugs and alcohol alone before it's too late.
I believe that we can recycle human beings. We make a big deal about recycling trash, cans, paper, garbage, and I think that we have a mandate, moral mandate, in the faith community, be we Christian, Jews, Muslims, whatever, Hindu. We have a mandate to be our brother's keepers and to enable them to be able to keep themselves.